Americans of Reddit, how do y'all stay sane with so few holidays and vacation time? We don't, as should be pretty damn apparent by now. That's the neat part, we don't. Not an American but work for an American company. I'm frustrated AF. The senior people in my team are available even during the vacation they take. This culture sucks. We don't, that's why there's a huge mental health crisis right now. We're largely not. Any time not working we spend catching up on personal stuff, like errands and groceries and cooking. There is very little time to just relax, take a road trip or even just read a book. Prior to the pandemic, I think a lot of us didn't question it so much because it was a fact of life. At some point we gained some momentum and just kept it going. For years on end, I was let go from work at the start of the pandemic and spent a year off. But the government was paying me. I actually made more on unemployment than at my job. Once the vaccines came out, things started opening back up and I was called back to my job. After nearly a year off to the day, I've never felt so depressed after walking back into the office after that long. There was no work stress. I got back into old hobbies, spent a lot of time outside, and then poof, it all vanished. That was when I realized I could not regain the momentum I had before. Because now I knew better. I didn't want to just live to work anymore. Fortunately, I was able to have that conversation with my boss, and we migrated to a much more progressive schedule. It's unofficial, but it's basically a salaried work hard, play hard. I may grind it out for a few weeks, then lounge at home and work remotely or take a week off. Do yard work, meal prep, whatever. It is much more sustainable and we're all happier. I can schedule a vacation and get no flack about it. Unfortunately, most people do not have that option. And every month companies are swinging the pendulum back to pre-pandemic operations. So the mental health crisis is about to get even worse. Adderall and marijuana. We get pizza parties. Well, up until recently, I didn't handle it well. Now that my company switched to an unlimited PTO system for salaried folks, I just put in time off for every random holiday I had to skip before that they aren't giving us already, which is only 8 major holidays. Like most recently, MLK Day. Like, why aren't we taking off for this when a lot of businesses were? So I took it off anyways. We don't. It was stated today at work we have 132 days till our next holiday. It's depressing. We don't. I'm looking for a job like my husband so I can have more of a work-life balance. It has affected my sleep, my love life, my marriage, my friendships and general mood. I am barely in a good mood even with journaling, yoga and walking every day. It's that bad. What's worse is it's used more as the carrot on the stick. They never actually approve or give us that time and guilt trip us if we do. We're never supposed to actually take it. Fantasize about letting the intrusive thoughts win. By the time I could possibly act on them, it's time for bed. I let the dishes pile up and leave chores undone, all for more time to myself. It's not a healthy lifestyle, nor is it sustainable. I feel like I never stop running. Husband and I work 50 hours a week. After work is a blur of cooking and laundry. Weekends packed with obligations. I am perpetually exhausted. After COVID, I never got my strength back. It put me in bed for a month and recovery never happened. I forget things. I am tired. I fall asleep randomly. I have been working for 27 years now. I have 30 more years to go. I get 2 weeks of vacation a year, but no sick days. Last year I lost a week of vacation because my son had appendicitis. So I had to use my vacation to be able to sit with him in the hospital. Who knows what will come up this year? I've got a friend of mine who's really dipped into the Kool-Aid. He's an hourly construction worker who voluntarily lies on his timesheet to not get paid the overtime he's due. Like he'll work an 11-hour shift and only put down 8 hours because he's, quote, loyal to the company. I cannot fathom some people's motivations. We don't consider this outside of holidays and vacation time. 80 hours average. We spend more time with workers than our own family. 30 minutes average commute each way. 1 hour. 9-10 hour average workday. Out of 24, I spend 11 if not more away from those I care about. If I get home on time, 5:30 p.m., I have 4 hours AVG with family before everyone heads to bed to repeat again the next day. We weren't built for this. We weren't meant to spend more time with those we tolerate than those we love. I was unaware of what genuine free time felt like before the COVID lockdown. I was struggling with work, school, but I kept going because I thought everyone does this. I must be weak. The longest vacation I have ever taken in my life was 8 days. Just one full work week plus the weekend on each side. And I ended up getting fired for it because I left in a time of great need. Then COVID and the lockdown happened. I got a full year of free time plus unemployment money, which was actually more than I made working. That turned me hardcore anti-work because now I know that A, universal basic income is indeed within our govability, and B, most jobs are pointless hamster wheels that contribute little, if anything, to society. I no longer work well in corporate society. Nice of you to assume that they are sane, laughing face. What makes you think any of us are sane? Thankfully I don't get sick often. So when I want a free day here or there I just end up being sick for a day. Usually won't on a Monday or Friday and I just hang out for a day. Still not great, but it helps me coast for a bit longer.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.